Before we start, I want to kindly thank UK Rob M and Big Sam for buying us a cuppa since the last video. It's always appreciated. And remember, for every 5 cuppas I get, I'll be sticking a copy of Sam's book, Legal, Truthful, Guilty, in Waterstones and the library. Let's make people read them. And thank you in advance. Where are you off to? Afternoon. Mystery Ming's in bed, so Kitten has joined us for this, the end of the Galborithm. At first, she was a bad woman driver that led to her and everyone dying in the Lake District. And then, she was a schoolgirl shagging her Italian teacher, which ended up in her dying. This week, we're in the 80s in Sobrenatural, which is, I imagine, Spanish for supernatural by then. A film where she doesn't die, well, not yet, but her husband does at the start of the film. However, they're a bit estranged anyway, because she's working elsewhere while someone else is trying to give her one. But of course, it's not just a simple story of a woman's husband dying in a car crash, because he's come back as a ghost to piss her off. He's probably annoyed at her friend trying to have a go. Will she get rid of the ghost? Will her friend finally get some bedroom twister? Will the power of God win over? Will Galbo make it to the end of the film? And ultimately, is it any good? Let's find out. The film starts with a lesson.
Is there life after death? World religions say there is. Science has not yet come up with an answer. Modern physics is discovering that the mystery of life is increasingly more complex.
I didn't come here for this shit. If I wanted to learn
The
something,
most minute
I'd watch the greatest
particles which
story
shape
never
energy
told.
do not
Opening
obey the
titles.
laws of time. Supernatural.
The 80s. It's going to be a long hour and a half. The film starts properly, however, with someone in their car leaving the house with the dog watching, wondering why they've not been taken. Already exciting. We then find Galbo working in a library putting some stuff away, whilst having some bloke try and shag her. Well, this film's already got better.
10 minutes and you hush.
And for this I gave up my consultations. 3 moribund patients.
I didn't phone, you know.
You never phone.
It's only 3 weeks since we met. It's not much time.
Give me a good reason why 2 people who love each other can't live together.
I didn't say I adore you.
While she's getting distracted at work, that car that left the house at the start is on fire and upside down, and the person in it isn't looking too healthy. Yeah, that'll work. Galbo gets a phone call, which means she gets a reprieve from someone trying to shag her upstairs. I wonder who it could be.
Oh my God. How did it happen?
What is it?
No, I'll go home immediately, Maria. I'll leave on the flight this afternoon.
Turns out that person on fire outside the car is her husband. I'm sure her friend and this fella will be more than sympathetic.
There's no hope at all. I've got to go.
Are you sure that's best? You really can't do anything, Julie?
If I didn't go to his side, I'd feel totally responsible all my life.
All right, I'll go with you then.
No. I prefer to go alone.
Calm down, fella. He's not even dead yet. She flies home immediately to see just how her husband's getting on.
Don't go upstairs. Why not? That man always terrified me.
But yet you still work for him, taking his money. Watch out for a grope. Cheer up, love. He's not dead. Well, he is now. Best not tell her mate at the library. After spending 5 minutes walking around the house with the curtains billowing and her thinking he's still watching her, she decides to go and look around his room. Maybe she'll find how much money he's got left here. She starts shouting and screaming because he's messing up the bed after it's been made, so he starts throwing clothes at her. So she runs away from all the ironing that she now has to do again.
What's wrong?
Of course he's turned up. We know what he's after.
No, she said he is trying to communicate with me. It was right after that I...
Do you understand? Following the visit to the medium, that's when the first impression was made upon you, and you were distressed. You know that man didn't love you, and now you blame yourself for hating him. Julie, for both of us, the future is a bright one.
He's wasting no time at all for some bedroom twister. However, if her dead husband is keeping an eye, they need to watch out.
Hey, what are you doing? What happened, a blowout?
Christ, I hope the next hour and 10 minutes left of this film isn't just this. Because of all this nonsense, they missed a flight at the airport, so decide to get the bus instead. It'll be fine. Even though there's the prospect of her dead husband causing chaos, it's still safer than her being on a coach nowadays in mainland Europe. You know why. Sheet. I wonder who caused this.
Wait, right.
Of course, he saves her from the bus because he wants to shag her, and whilst going back to assess the situation, she knows what he's up to, so she fucks off out of there and drives to a medium. Where's Derek Okora when you need him? Meanwhile, the ghost of her husband appears out of nowhere and throttles her for not ironing before she left the house. Unlucky. Of course, it's not long before her library friend catches up with her and they go for a drive in the multicoloured fog, which of course leads to problems.
Wait here.
For once in her life, Galbo listens and stays in the car, which, ironically, is the worst thing she can do at this point. For once she should have ignored the instructions of staying in the car. I'm sure he'll be along to help at some point.
Julie, what happened here? What is all this? Julie.
Are you bored yet? I am. They decide after all this nonsense that the best course of action is to go and see God. Good idea. After, however, they've dug up her dead husband's body.
The medium to visit her and arranging the entire hoax.
What are you saying?
That maybe he's organizing all these incidents.
You speak of him
As if he were still alive.
You know that isn't possible.
The man who died in your house had his face bandaged. You told me that yourself. You weren't able to see him. Julie, your husband was very ill. I don't know why he's doing all this or what he wants.
He wants you to stay away from her and not try and give her one.
Ready, sir?
You may proceed.
Recognize his cops?
Yes, it's him.
So it's the ghost of her dead husband that's causing all these problems, particularly for the home help, who's about to get some help in the kitchen. It's just the wind, don't shoot yourself. Maybe it wasn't the wind after all. She's not dead though, so she'll be back to work as soon as she's better. A scientist comes round and decides he's going to film Galbo while she's on the floor asleep to see if he can see anything with his special camera. This is all a bit Nino Rolf.
Then the feeling in your arms. Slowly. Count 1, 2, 3, and wake up. Now you're awake.
Thrilling. I wonder what they'll see when they watch it back. Oh dear.
This one before. It appears to be energy of great intensity.
And the significance of that line.
What kind of energy? I just can't explain it.
I think you can. You just choose not to. We can all see what it is.
The proof of the presence of your dead husband. Here.
After another 10 minutes of science nonsense and her library friend still not giving her one, the priest turns up to see what he can do about it. That went well. Anyway.
Julie, Gordon wants to ask you something. If your husband is really tied to this world by a link of energy, we may destroy it.
If we break that link, it's possible he won't be bound then to our own sphere of existence. He'll continue his journey into the supernatural, into the mysterious. Never be able to return. That's the message from Father Henry.
And you're saying?
Locate his presence in the house, and then break off his code of energy.
No. First Maria, then Father
You can destroy
Henry.
him, Julie.
Not while he is still merely a type of spirit. But remember, you once invoked him by means of a medium, and his body materialized.
So that's the plan, get Galbo to bring him back so they can, I don't know, send him back to the afterlife? This won't work.
I spoke with them, with my guiding spirits. They told me they couldn't help me. That being is in a place where there is great suffering between this world and the other. I believe we should allow her to do what she's doing.
Galbo goes back to her house to find something on the bed. Is it her dead husband? No, it's her. What? Is the ghost gun for Doggo, or is it for the bloke who's trying to shag her, who's turning up now? Because she's a woman, she doesn't know which end of the gun to use. Of course he gets there just in time to stop her from shooting herself. What a simp. Doesn't stop her from playing with the electrics though. Oh dear, is she going to get saved this time, or is once again Galbo going to die in a fire like she did a couple of weeks ago? She's alive. Time for another seance. Look out behind you. Leon, is that you? The medium tries to take it out, but she doesn't have much luck. The three of them run away and then place some Tupperware on the floor, hoping that it will make the spirit slip over or something. They eventually get rid of him using crappy 80s special effects. Well done. The film ends with the three of them looking out at some mist. That's all there is. The end.
The greatest mystery man must face.
It's very slow, and although it's the 80s, the effects aren't too bad, but my god, it's not exciting at all. Christina Galbo does her usual job of not smiling and just being the source of all problems, but even she looks bored in this film. Unfortunately, God didn't win out at the end. It was science. Make of that what you will. But at least her friend didn't get to give her some bedroom twister despite his best attempts throughout the film. I'd give that one a miss. That's the end of the Galborithm for now, unless another one pops up. Christina Galbo quit acting not long after, and is now a flamenco dancer in probably her 80s. Next week we reach the end of the multiverse as well, in a convent. I'm sure it will be very wholesome. Until next time, ta-ta for now. But remember, if you're ever in a car crash and you die, do make sure to annoy the hell out of everyone that's still alive. Especially if they're trying to give your other half one whilst you're dead, or even before. If you enjoyed this video, thought it's slightly less shit than all the others, and Christina Galbo's life in all of these films, you can always buy us a Cuppa on Ko-fi. The link is in the description below, and thank you in advance if you do. Are you ready for the convent film? I think that's a no.